Welcome back, everybody. So today we have the Panasonic AF100. So this camera came out in November of 2010 with original manufacturer list price $4,995. But can you still shoot with it many years later? Is it any good? We'll find out. All right, so this is the Panasonic AF100. We are using a Panasonic kit lens, and the AF100 actually has image stabilization. And so we're also using the stabilized Panasonic lens. And one thing nice about the AF100 is it has built-in ND filters. So here we are wide open. Here's the first stage, second stage, and the third stage ND filters. So if you actually don't shoot at the sun, you can get that day to night look, get some halfway decent night shots without running around in the dark. So once again, here's wide open. And it looks like that first stage of filter actually gives it a really nice effect. We'll take these into the studio and take a peek at the color and see what they look like. And the camera also has two full-size XLR inputs for microphones. It's got an SDI out, HDMI out, and a USB 2.0 out. And the AF100 also has two slots for SD cards. So right now we're running two 64 gigabyte cards, and we're shooting in 1080, so this thing will shoot forever. And get some pretty inexpensive batteries. I think we got these best stores off of eBay, a couple of them with the charger. I think we're under $40. So like I said, the initial list price of this camera was about $5,000, and you could pick up a decent one right now for easily under $1,000. But do you really want to shoot with this? Is it any good? So once again, we're back to wide open. And one stop, two stops, and three steps. So we are hand holding this camera with just the hand strap on the right hand side. There are also a couple configurable buttons. So I see user 1, user 2, and user 3. So you can set these up to do individual little features that you'd like, just to make things easier. And we are just using the internal microphones. So nice little display on this on the bottom of the viewfinder. So it's showing us the degree of the mirror. So it's 180. Shows us our record time. We can shoot 6 more hours on the first card alone. And we're shooting at ISO 200 because it is relatively light out. And we do have the stabilization on and the automatic white balance. So through the viewfinders, the greens look incredible. And so we'll just kind of cut this up to the sun and see how blown out it is. Okay, now we're going to do that again with the first level of filter. Come back around. Switch to the second level of filter. And we'll switch to the last one, the third stage. I'll bring this back in. There we go. So we're going to move around a little bit just to see what the footage looks like with the stabilizer. Once again, this is handheld, and I am using both hands. I have the right hand on the grip and the left hand just kind of cradling the left side of the body of the camera. You can sure hear those chipmunks going nuts. So from you city people, that sound is the sound of a chipmunk, or a little striper. And there's a squirrel running up that tree there. It's a gray squirrel. So we have grays, goldens, and black squirrels here in Laval, Wisconsin. We also have black chipmunks too. Don't see those a lot. Did see some of those back in Stevens Point. My late grandfather had one, kind of as a pet. Little black chipmunk would actually run up his legs. He'd give it a couple little nuts, and then it'd go on its way. So once again, this is all handheld, no rig. So checking out the stabilization. So once again, you can say 1080, you can say 4K, 5.3, 5.7, 6, 8, whatever, but most of the times you're just rendering that down to 1080 to go onto YouTube or just to show it on your TV. So, is it good enough? I don't know. You tell me. So once again, that was the Panasonic 100. So the AF100. Like I said, came out in November of 2010 for about $5,000. Does have 3 levels of built-in ND filters. Has solid, really solid XLR inputs for the microphones. You got 2 of those. Also has really nice internal microphones. So we shot this on the DJI Osmo Action 1. So this is the original, the Action 1. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Comment section. So if you like, give me a thumbs up. And if you want to subscribe, go ahead. We'll be reviewing a lot of equipment, some of it new, some of it old, and we'll let you know what we think. Thank you. I see you looking out your window. I see you looking out your window.